We apologize for the technical difficulties, but it is 4th down and 6 for Oklahoma City. This is a 38-yard field goal attempt to give them the first lead of the day. They got their last field goal blocked, and Epstein's kick is good from 38. The Renegades have taken the lead. They have scored the last 14 points of the game. The Renegade defense has been so good in the second half. They have shut out and shut down the Legends offense, and they need to just do it for another 5 minutes and 42 seconds. Trying to secure their first victory since opening week, which was right here in this building, a 27-17 victory over San Francisco. As the Legends return to the 27-yard line. Kind of shocking how poor Noel Kreis has been in the second half. They just have not been able to get him going whatsoever. I would expect to see more of him on this drive as Honolulu gets back to what was successful. Walker's in the shotgun. 3 wide receivers with Kreis to the right. A 4-2-5 defensive setup. And Walker will hand it off to Kreis on the left-hand side, and Kreis can't go anywhere! 3 Renegades are there to stop him. He's down to 5.3 yards a carry. I don't think he's gained a single yard in the second half. 2nd and 10 with the clock moving. Three receivers, and Walker will swing it outside. There's a penalty flag. Kreis gained 1 yard. Let's get the call. The Legends are falling apart. Holding call brings up 2nd down and 20. Oklahoma City once again holds a lead in the 4th quarter. Will they be able to keep it? 4 receivers with 3 to the top of the formation. We've seen this formation a number of times today. 2nd down and 20. Walker's in trouble. Avoids a sack. Walker steps up and is plastered at the 11. 3rd down and 26. The Renegades have just turned it on as Solstead finally buried him. And this is an almost impossible situation for Honolulu. The crowd, loudest it's been maybe all season. Renegades trying to change their luck. 3rd and 26. Walker going deep down the field through the hands of an open receiver. It's 4th down. Wow. If Iba makes that catch, he maybe gets the first down. He was open.
Here I come, Butter. I'm coming. I'm gonna block the punt.
Renegades, who have never played a snow game here at Transcorp Stadium, it's been magical. At times it's been ugly, but it's been magical here in the second half. Oh, man. Punt returner got leveled. First down and 10. The Legends need a huge stop. All the momentum with Oklahoma City, outscoring Honolulu 11-0 here in the second half. At one point down 14. Red Feather hands it off to Brewski, who is hit hard by Larry Henderson. Brewski's got to be at 40 carries at this point. He's got to be absolutely exhausted. There's been so many possessions in this game because of all the turnovers. 2nd down and 9 at the 46. Outside of field goal range, a 4-3 look, showing a blitz. And the Renegades smartly bleeding a little clock here. They are going to bring the blitz. Brewski around the right-hand side, away from the blitz. Got 3. 3rd down and 6. As you look at the running back numbers, Brewski has overtaken Kreis in the yards category, as Kreis has disappeared in the second half. Under 3 minutes to go, 3rd and 6. Honolulu, just a terrible second half of play. They've collapsed. Oklahoma City has taken advantage. They need to take advantage of it one more time. Down to 5 on the play clock. They will hand it off to Brewski, and Brewski only gets 2 yards, and Honolulu will get the ball back. That's very conservative of Oklahoma City, especially with a tired Pete Brewski. I'm shocked they ran it again. Kevin Walker has been in this situation before. The Legends down 6 against Baltimore, got the ball with 2 minutes to go and failed to do anything with it. That was their only loss of the season. And will they suffer the same fate here today at Transcorp Stadium? As this punt will bounce inside the 10. A beautiful kick will roll to the 4 and down to the 3. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification along the Renegade Radio Network. The home of Renegades. This is 105.3 FM. Lock it in and shoot the knob off. Oklahoma City. First and 10, way back at the 3-yard line. Walker goes play action, he can't get away! Safety for the Renegades! And that all but seals it. Rob Gesser, the Renegades have put pressure on Honolulu all day long. And now the Legends have to punt and play defense. 1 first down ends the game, and now the Legends need a touchdown. Wow. Just an absolute collapse by the Legend offense in the second half. They've been outscored 16-0. And the Renegades need 1 first down to finally end their losing skid with a tremendous and dramatic come-from-behind victory. A 14-point comeback, one of the highest in league history. Don't see many of them. First and 10, handoff Brewski. Brewski's got a lead! Pete Brewski in the open field! Timeout Honolulu! We have witnessed a very good team. The Honolulu Legends, a very good team, just play a really bad half of football. And now they would need a miracle to pull this one out. Unbelievable. Noel Kreis so dominant in the second half and so nothing in the first half, and did absolutely nothing in the second as Brewski gets another big chunk of yardage. 5 to be exact, 2nd and 5. 1 timeout for Honolulu. There have been so many close games over the last few weeks. It's so hard to tell, besides Minneapolis, who's the obvious front runner at this point. It's so hard to tell who the second best team in this league is. Hand off to Brewski, first down, ball game! Coming up big. This guy just can't get enough. Honolulu will drop to 2-2. It opens the door for everybody at 1-3 to get right back in to a playoff mentality. And Red Feather, despite the Horrendous day. His huge touchdown pass was gigantic in swinging momentum in this football game. Victory formation. The Renegades, wow. For the third straight week, hold an opponent to under 30 points since giving up 62 to Minneapolis. The Renegades improved to 2-3. Their next home game is the season finale against Orlando, so they will have to take to the road for their next couple of games with some byes sprinkled in. Under a minute now to play the next game for Oklahoma City. A huge game at Baltimore. They have a bye next week, Saturday, March 14th at 12 Central, 1 p.m. Eastern. So same time, just in two places, or just in 2 weeks, I mean. Baltimore 3-1, still has to face San Francisco next week, who's currently 2-1 before facing the Renegades. But OKC in the fourth quarter, that's the storyline of this game. They finally got it done in the second half and take down the Honolulu Legends 26-21. Dan Stevens and Peter O'Keefe coming up with your second half highlight stats and analysis from the SFL studios in San Antonio, Texas, and we'll come back for a wrap-up from Oklahoma City. The Renegades victorious this afternoon.
And that is going to do it for this one. The Renegades come out on top 26-21. With that, let's look back at some of the plays that made the difference in this one. So, the ball game is over. Let's take a quick look back at how it went with our post-game show. Let's get started in this one early in the third quarter. Green would come up with the big play to kill a drive as he was able to step in front of a wayward pass for an INT. Midway through the third, the Legends already inside field goal range. Number 24 shows some great awareness here as he gets himself into position to pick this one off. Towards the end of the third quarter, the Legends winning by 8. Number 45 was in the right place at the right time as his interception was a possible momentum shifter. The Renegades have it off an interception. Number 81 emerged as a real weapon as he pulled one in here. A 63-yard touchdown for the home team. Game tied, 21-all. Number 34 would get up ahead of steam, and then it was clear sailing from here. Unfortunately, they could not capitalize on the play. Midway through the fourth, the ball at the 44. Number 12 went up top on a third down play, and he was able to find his man. That set up a 39-yard field goal. Late into the fourth quarter, the Legends losing by 3. Gesser would break through with a big play here as he shot through the line and was able to wrap his man up in the end zone for a safety. The Renegades, still late in the half, number 34 would get up ahead of steam, and then it was clear sailing from here. Unfortunately, they could not capitalize on the play, and that's where we'll have to leave this one. The Renegades squeaked out a win, 26-21. Let's wrap it up by congratulating our 2K Sports player of the game.
Number 34 dominated the game like a true legend. Well, they put the game on his legs, Dan, and he managed to find his way through holes big and small all game en route to a big rushing performance. And that performance led his team to victory.
For my partner, Peter O'Keefe, this is Dan Stevens saying goodbye until next time.
So Honolulu's offense produces less than 50 yards. I don't have the exact numbers I don't remember what our halftime report was, but had less than 50 yards of offense in the second half, completely shut down by Oklahoma City, who outscores Honolulu 13-0 in the second half on a field goal, a touchdown, a 2-point conversion, and a safety in one of the craziest games in league history. They finished with 405 yards of offense, 223 through the air, 182 on the ground, as Joseph Redfeather really came alive after a really poor effort. Kevin Walker, a horrible day, 15-27, only 118 yards passing, 5 interceptions, no touchdowns. He was sacked 4 times. I mean, one of the greatest quarterbacks in league history just had one of his worst days today. Brewski carries the ball 45 times for 179 yards, gets to 4 yards a carry. Christ, I don't think he had a single yard of rushing in the second half. He had 133 yards and 3 touchdowns at the break. It's just absolutely insane that Oklahoma City came out in the second half a different team, a team that many Renegade fans expected to see all throughout this season but have not seen over the last 3 weeks. Brewski had 6 catches for 31 yards. Bierme 5 for 77. He was crucial. Christ 5 for 4. Norton 5 for 63, but was very quiet in the second half. Chris Taylor 4 for 112 and a touchdown. Iba 3 for 22 on 6 targets. They just couldn't get him going. Kirkland 1 for 18 on 2 targets. Honolulu is going to have to take a look at how to get the passing game going next week when they face Orlando. And Tiberius Bovine, 1 target, no catches for OKC, yet the Renegades get the victory. 9 tackles, 2 assisted, 2 defended passes for Sebastian Brock, 9 tackles for June Fierro. Billy Joe Casper, 6 tackles, 1 assisted. Stackhouse, 6 tackles. Henderson, 6 tackles as well on the defensive side of the ball. Honolulu blocked a kick in the second half, blocked a field goal, but still couldn't get enough offense in quarters 3 and 4. So from all of us at Transcorp Stadium in Oklahoma City, the Renegades finally get off the schneid, break a 3-game losing streak, and win 26-21, sending Honolulu to 2-2 and really distancing Baltimore and Minneapolis atop the standings, as long as Baltimore can take care of business against San Francisco, which we know what happens when those 2 teams play next week. From snowy OKC, this is your play-by-play commentator, Cameron Irvine. We're back on the air Sunday at 3 p.m. Central, 4 p.m. Eastern, New York at Cleveland. Have a great Saturday, everybody. This has been a presentation of the Simulation Football League, the SFL Network on Twitch.